The main area in which PLLs find wide use are instrumentations and communication. So in this video, we are going to discuss about typical applications of PLL. The first one is frequency multiplication, frequency shift keying, demodulator, AM demodulation, FM demodulation, frequency multiplication, division, then PLL frequency synthesis. Frequency multiplier. The PLL components are phase comparator, low pass filter and VCO, and they can be directly available as an individual package. The frequency divider is inserted between VCO and phase comparator since the output of the divider is locked to VIN. VCO is actually running at the multiple of input frequency. The desired amount of multiplication can be obtained by selecting a proper divide by n network where n is an integer. So you can see a frequency divider network divide by n is inserted between the VCO and the phase comparator. So now my V naught is equal to n times Fs, where Fs is the signal input frequency. This means that the VCO frequency is a multiple of input frequency. The multiple factor being governed by the scaling factor of the divider. For the satisfactory operation of the circuit, VCO is first tuned to near about the desired F0 and the scaling factor of the divider properly set. As Fs and F0 by n serves as the two input of the phase comparator, the PLL gets into log by suitably pulling the free running frequency of the VCO. Once lock has been established, the circuit continues to give NFS and thus serves as a stable frequency multiplier. In the frequency multiplication, it is important to take into account that phase comparator is actually a mixer and its output contains sum and difference frequency component. The difference frequency component is DC and it is the error voltage which drives the VCO to keep the PLL in lock state. The sum frequency component comprises twice the input frequency components and its harmonics. If they are not filtered well by a low pass filter circuit, it will induce incidental FM on the VCO output. This is because VCO is operating at NFS and the sum frequency component which appears on the control voltage of the VCO causes a periodic variation of its frequency. Therefore, it is necessary that low pass filter should possess excellent cutoff characteristics. Frequency multiplication can also be achieved by using the PLL in its harmonic locking mode. In this operation, there is no need to use any frequency divider in the feedback path of the PLL in case of previous case. The input signal has to be rich in harmonic, example square wave, pulse, strain, etc., so that the VCO can be made to lock on the nth harmonic of the input signal. Under this condition, the VCO output frequency will be NFS. There is an upper limit for NFS, typically less than 10, because N is increased. The harmonic signal amplitude goes so low that effective locking may not take place. Moreover, the spacing between the adjacent harmonic in the frequency spectrum decreases rapidly as N is increased. This increases the frequency stability requirement for the VCO, so that the PLL is able to differentiate between the adjacent harmonics. Therefore, for large multiples as well as for reliable locking, it is preferable to employ previous scheme of frequency multiplication. harmonic. Frequency division can also be achieved by the same circuit. If the VCO produces an output signal which is rich in harmonic, then the mth harmonic of the VCO output can be synchronized with the fundamental component in Fs. The result of this F0, which is Fs by m, or a division of the input frequency. This scheme also suffers from similar limitations as in case of frequency multiplier, which employs harmonic locking, and m is usually limited to less than 10. As a VCO, output of the IC type PLL is invariably a pulse train which is rich in harmonic. This is indeed a very simple method of frequency division. So next one, frequency shift keying. In computer peripheral and radio communication, the binary data or code is transmitted by means of a carrier frequency, that is shift between two preset frequencies. Since a carrier frequency is shifted between two preset frequencies, the data transmission is said to use FSK. The frequency corresponding to logic 1 and logic 0 states are commonly called mark and space frequency. For example, when transmitting teletype writer information using a modulator demodulator, a 1070 bar 1270 mark space pair represent the original signal, while 2025 bar 2225 Hz mark space pair represent the answer signal. So this is a block diagram of 565 FSK modulator. It consists of PLL IC and a comparator and a ladder filter to obtain a output digital data. FSK generator. The FSK generator is formed by using a 555 astable multivibrator whose frequency is controlled by a state of transistor Q1. In other words, the output frequency of the FSK generator depends on the logic state of the digital data input. 150 Hz is one of the standard frequency at which the data are commonly transmitted. When the input is logic 1, the transistor Q1 is off. Under the condition, 555 timer works in its normal mode as an astable multivibrator. That is, a capacitor C charges through RA and RB to 2/3 VCC and discharges through RB to 1/3 VCC. Thus, the capacitor C charges and discharges between 2/3 VCC and 1/3 VCC as long as the input is logic 1. The frequency of the output waveform is F0 is equal to 1.45 divided by C into RA plus 2RB, that is equal to 1070 Hz. When the input is logic 0, the resistance RC across RA. This action reduces the charging time of capacitor C1, increases the output frequency, which is given by F0 is equal to 1.45 divided by RA parallel with RB plus 2RBC, that is equal to 1270 Hz. This is a space frequency. By proper selection of resistance RC, this frequency is adjusted to equal space frequency of 1270 Hz. The difference between FSK signal of 1070 Hz and 1270 Hz is 200 Hz. This difference is called frequency shift. The output 150 Hz can be made by connecting a voltage comparator between the output of the ladder circuit and pin 6 of PLL. The VCO frequency is adjusted with R1 so that Fn is equal to 1070 Hz. FSK demodulator. The output of 555 FSK generator is applied to 565 FSK demodulator. Capacitive coupling is used at the input to remove the DC line. At the input of 565, the loop locks to the input frequency and tracks it between the two frequencies. R1 and C1 determines the free-running frequency of VCO. 3-stage RC ladder filter is used to remove the carrier component from the output. In digital data communication and computer peripheral, binary data is transmitted by means of a carrier frequency which is shifted between two preset frequencies. This type of data transmission is called FSK technique. The binary data can be retrieved using FSK demodulator. The figure below shows FSK demodulator using PLL for typewriter signal of 1070 Hz and 1270 Hz. As a signal appears at the input, the loop locks to the input frequency and track it between the two frequencies with the corresponding DC shift at the output. A three-stage filter removes the carrier component and the output signal is made logic compatible by a voltage comparator. So this is the block diagram of FSK demodulator. Next one, AM demodulation. The PLL may be used to demodulate AM signal as shown in the figure below. The PLL is locked to the carrier frequency of the incoming AM signal. The output of the VCO, which has the same frequency as the carrier but unmodulated, is fed to the multiplier. Since VCO output is always 90 degree before being fed to the multiplier, this makes both the signal applied to the multiplier and the difference signal. The demodulated output is obtained after filtering high frequency component by the low pass filter. Since the PLL responds to only the carrier frequency, which are very close to the VCO output, a PLL AM detector exhibits high degree of selectivity and noise immunity, which is not possible with conventional peak detector type AM demodulator. So it consists of AM input, phase shift, 90 degree, multiplier, low pass filter and demodulated output, then PLL. Here F0 minus. In this mode, PLL locks onto the carrier frequency of the AM waveform and produces a reference signal at the VCO output that has FM demodulation. If the PLL is locked to a FM signal, the VCO tracks the instantaneous frequency of the input signal. The filter error voltage which control VCO and maintain lock with the input signal is the demodulated FM output. The VCO characteristics determines the linearity of the demodulated output. Since VCO used in IC PLL is highly linear, it is possible to realize highly linear FM demodulators. Frequency multiplication and division. So this we have already discussed. Next, PLL frequency synthesis. In digital wireless communication system, PLL are used to provide the local oscillator for up conversions during transmission and down conversion during reception. In most cellular handsets, this function has been largely integrated into a single IC to reduce the cost and size of the handset. However, due to the high performance required of the base station terminal, the transmission and reception circuits are built with discrete components to achieve the high level of performance. GSM LO modules are typically built with a frequency synthesizer ICs and discrete resonator VCOs. Frequency synthesizer manufacturers include Analog Device, National Semiconductors and Texas Instruments. Principle of PLL synthesizer. A phase-locked loop does for frequency what the automatic gain control does for voltage. It compares the frequency of the two input signals and produces an error signal which is proportional to the difference between the input frequency. The error signal is then low pass filtered and used to drive a VCO, which creates an output frequency. The output frequency is fed through a frequency divider back to the input of the system, produces a negative feedback loop. The output frequency drifts the error signal will increases, driving the frequency in the opposite direction so as to reduce the error. Thus, the output is locked to the frequency at the other input. This input is called reference and it is derived from a crystal oscillator which is very stable in frequency. The block diagram shown below shows the basic element and arrangement of PLL-based frequency synthesizer. The key to the ability of the frequency stabilization synthesizer to generate multiple frequency is the divider placed between the output and the feedback input. This is usually in the form of digital counter with the output signal acting as a clock signal. The counter is preset to some initial count value and count downs at each cycle of the clock signal. When it reaches 0, the counter output changes state and the count value is reloaded. This circuit is straightforward to implement using flip-flops and because it is digital in nature. It is very easy to interface to the other digital component or a microprocessor. This allows the frequency output by the synthesizer to be easily controlled by a digital system. Example, suppose the reference signal is 100 kHz and the divider can be preset to any value between 1 and 100. The error signal produced by the comparator will only be 0 when the output of the divider is also 100 kHz. For this to be the case, the VCO must run at a frequency which is 100 kHz x the divider count value. For this to be the case, the VCO must run at the frequency which is 100 kHz into the driver count value. Thus, it will produce the 100 kHz for a count of 1200 kHz for a count of 2, 1 Hz for a count of 10, and so on. Here you can note the whole multiple of the reference frequency can be obtained with the simplest integer n divider. Fractional n dividers are readily available. So for this I have referred the textbook Roy Choudhury and Sergio Franco, and these are my reference. Thank you, Ananda.